Let us pray. Most holy and gracious Lord, we come to you together today and we give you our praise and thanksgiving because you are our God. You are almighty, all-knowing. You are the great I am. And we come here together to discuss the business of our community. And Lord, I just ask now for a special blessing upon each person here, Lord God, by the power of the Holy Spirit, Lord. I ask for a blessing upon our first responders, all of those within our community that work to make our community better, Lord. Grant us wisdom so that we can make the decisions that will benefit and grow and enhance this community for a wonderful place to live. And so, Lord, we just know that you are in this, and we give you all the glory. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Thank you. Okay, we'll call this July 20th meeting of the Fayette County Board of Commissioners to order. Please join us for the pledge. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, first order of business, minutes from our July 6th regular meeting. Are there any additions or corrections to the minutes for our last meeting?
Move to approve.
I'll second it.
Okay, motion by Dale, second by Mark to approve the minutes of our previous meeting. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
3 ayes, Jamie. Okay, today we have we've received bids for our 2021 Community Crossings project, and we will open these sealed bids right now and make notations, and as soon as we do that, we will hand them off to our county highway superintendent for review and recommendation. We have here bid from Robertson Paving, Globe Asphalt Paving Company, Paul H. Rowe Company, Midwest Paving, and Dave O'Mara Incorporated. So we'll start opening these up. Any of you guys have a knife on you? You see there? I'm the only one around here allowed to carry a knife, and it's only a small one. These guys would get in trouble if they had. I'll rip these open and we'll see what we got. Guys, I'll read off, I've got the bid here from Dave O'Mara, and I'll read off what they have here for their estimates for cost of project 1 and 2. The Dave O'Mara bid for project 1 is $1,548,332.24. Their estimate for project 2 is $740,824.64. I'll enter those into this score sheet here for a total of the two projects estimated by Dave O'Mara is $2,289,156.88. O'Mara bid. What do you got there, Dale?
Midwest. Yeah, Midwest paving.
Midwest paving. The bid from Midwest Paving for project number 1 is $1,406,512.64. The bid for project number 2 is $726,263.74 for a total of $2,132,776.38. All this was Midwest. Get it all back in the envelope. There's the Midwest. What do you got next?
Robertson paving.
Robertson Paving Incorporated, Flat Rock, Indiana. Their bid for project number 1, $1,670,024.36. We bid for project number 2, $829,095.26, for a total of projects 1 and 2 of $2,499,119.62. Paul H. Rowe Company bid. Paul H. Rowe Company bid for project number 1, $1,505,850.80. Bid for project number 2, $769,752.80, for a total of projects 1 and 2, $2,275,603.60. Globe Asphalt Paving. We bid for project number 1, $1,605,875.20. We bid for project number 2, $780,211.95, for a total of both projects of $2,386,087.15.
I know
Okay, we had Milestone on the list, but evidently we got no bid from Milestone. Two, three. There's no bid from Milestone. Okay, I guess it would be appropriate to have a motion to receive these bids for consideration and and on the advice of our engineering firm, Butler, Fairman and Seifert, let them make a determination and a recommendation at a later date.
I'll make a motion to that effect.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion by Mark, second by Dale to receive these bids and turn them over to Butler, Fairman and Seifert for further review and consideration. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
3 ayes. Okay, Michael, would you like to take these and everybody's came in a little higher than what the original estimates were.
Yep,
Sure.
and we had some options in there, so let me pour through those and I'll give you guys a report back.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
All right,
Thank you.
thank you. Okay. Department reports. County Assessor Jeff Coleman is here with a 144 request.
Afternoon. The 144 has been in place, but once again, I need to fill the position for our reassessment clerk. I found someone who had applied and requested to hire her. Her name is Madison Mullins. She's a senior out at the high school here in Connersville. She's part of the ICE program, so she'll be working part-time, during the school. So I just would like your permission to hire this girl.
What was her first name?
Madison.
Madison.
Mhm.
I'll move to approve the 144 for assessor's office for what was her name?
Madison Mullins.
Madison
That's right.
Mullins.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion by Mark, second by Dale to approve the 144 request for the assessor's office for the hire of Madison Mullins. Any further question? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
3 ayes, Jane. Anything else you need, Jeff?
I think we're good for now.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
County Treasurer LaVonda Glover is here with a 144 request. Hi, LaVonda.
Hi. I've sent in your mailboxes a 144 request for part-time for clerk for our treasurer's office. Lenora Moore is her name. She's pretty well experienced with computers and knows her way around the computer, can multitask and things. I think she'd be a good fit.
Okay.
So just need your
And
permission.
this is to replace a vacancy you have in your office, right?
Yes, it is to replace a vacancy. Yep, strictly a vacancy.
Move to approve.
I'll second.
A motion by Dale, second by Mark to approve the county treasurer's 144 request to hire Lenora Moore as part-timer in the county treasurer's office.
Yes.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
3 ayes, Jane. Is there anything else we can do for you, LaVonda?
Not at the moment. I'm sure I'll figure out something.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you. Highway Department. Jay Havlin is here in the matter of our contract with Cintas, the uniforms and supplier.
I have not heard from him, I don't know.
I'm right here.
Oh,
The mask breaker, you all.
yeah.
Yep, move right ahead.
I'm Mark Davis with the Cintas Corporation out of Muncie, Indiana. I'm in charge of this area as a service manager. So were you able to review what I dropped off last week?
Yep,
Okay, good deal.
yep,
That's exactly what we talked about.
yep,
Everything should be in line to
yeah. Well, good to see you again, Mark.
Good to see you as well.
And we did get the material you left a few days ago. I've been so busy, I hadn't had time to ask Jay if he got it too, but it's the same thing that he'd emailed us before. So we've got it here on paper, we've got a contract, and the total value, let's see, the value of the contract for uniforms is $14,181.86. And for the miscellaneous supplies that Cintas provides for your department, $11,802.44. Both reflects a significant discount over what our current contract.
Well, we discontinued a lot of the extra uniforms they had because we went through and I talked to everybody and how they got so many different varieties, I have no idea.
Yeah, we were able to streamline, we sat down and streamlined the program quite a bit. And then I was also able to offer state of Indiana style pricing since we have that contract, and I'm able to give that to local, state, and county governments. So I was able to reduce the pricing that way as well.
Well, that's good for us, and it makes it should be less complicated in all the different varieties of uniforms and such that we had.
Let's hope so anyway.
Yes, so, once this contract's in place, then you can actually do all the
Switching.
switching.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Move to accept the contract.
Okay. We've got a motion by Dale to accept the new Cintas contract proposal. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Is second by Mark. Any further question? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
3 ayes, Jane. How many signatures do you need on this contract, Mark?
On the first page, I had initialed the box receiving high-vis contract or high-vis garments. Do you see that section? I can.
You can walk over there.
You want me to show you?
Okay.
May I show you?
Sure.
If you initial and then date, and then over here you would print or sign print, and then on the following page is the pricing. So you would sign date and title there.
Okay, you only need one signature?
Yes. Uh-huh.
Okay. Okay, do you guys want me to sign this?
Yep.
All right. Where is the original again? Here it is. We've got the auditor's copy right here.
And I have one that doesn't have my signature on it. If you would like me to do it live, I could do that as well.
Okay, you just wanted me to initial
Initial there.
there?
Yep, and then date next to it. Up, one down. And then over here, sign, print, and title. page is just the pricing, so sign, print, and then title and date. Should be it.
Okay. We will,
After the meeting, can I make you a copy of it?
No problem. And then I'll get one additional signature of the GM when I get back, but make your copies and then I can take it up.
Thank you.
you.
Appreciate you coming down.
No problem. Thank you.
thanks a lot, Mark.
No, thank you.
All right, Jay, you got anything else for us?
Well, we're still paving up in the Bentonville area, so we're strip patching right now. We stopped a mile west out of Bentonville instead of going all the way to the county line, because we had some other roads up there that needed major attention. So we're trying to fix them and see what we have left. But we're over, we went down 800, it was falling apart in spots, and we want to do something with it and a couple other roads, and we're gonna go down to 450 and strip patch the bad spots on it, so it'll be a little smoother.
Yeah.
And it's just, we're not spending near as much as we would if we did the whole road. Because I think they did about a mile, almost 2 miles, and only spent $33,000, which is cheap for 2 miles, because usually a mile is about $69,000 with us putting it down. So you cut it in half. And if they're already getting the worst spots, we can always come back and get hot mix in our hot box and smooth the other spots, so we can get the little spots on the edge and stuff like that. Because I picked up a small roller for rolling them down when they're doing them, so it'll look better.
Yeah, okay. Well, I really appreciate the effort you guys are making. Recently, we've had so many flash floods and washouts and this and that and the other. They're terribly behind due to the weather. And I know everybody wants everything right now. I just picked up another one this morning. We've got a little bit of trouble out there on 565 West out there at that slip.
Yeah, they were supposed to be out there knocking that down and come filling it back in. It just washed along the one edge.
Yeah.
I seen it, and they piled some gravel up on it, and the next rain took it out. It's just the way the rain's coming down, as hard as it's coming down.
Yeah.
It
Well,
just
it's
won't
coming
hold.
down real hard in spots.
Yeah.
it seems like.
Yeah. Okay.
But I took 2 guys off the paving crew, because we only running 5 trucks, and we got them out training on graders. So we'll see how that works. One guy has run one before, but just has to get comfortable in it again, because it's been a long time, so we'll see.
Okay.
I know Dale's road's a mess out there. I've been down it, I can't believe it.
Oh, he don't mind.
I don't know about that.
We're gonna have to mow it.
You guys got anything else for Jay?
Did you get I left a message on your answering machine that's out there by Shirley, the road sign?
Yeah, he was supposed to go out there and put another sign up. I don't know whether he got out there or not, but I'll have to find out.
Okay.
Because they was working down on Baker Drive Ford, you know where that is? Right there off 50, going on to 425.
Yeah.
It was collecting water there, and I was talking to the landowner, and he gave me permission to take it down one of the little side roads and drain it down that side road. So we're getting the water off, because there's a large levee down there by that drive ford. So we have to get over it to get it out. But yeah, he was over there flagging for them yesterday, so he was supposed to get it done. I'll check with him when I get back. Anything else?
Just thank your guys for the help out on 44 for us.
Yeah, it had everything tied up. We had our water tank that's sitting out there. We couldn't start paving until he got up there. He just slowed everything down.
Yeah, he was down.
But I hate to see an accident like that happen. That's bad.
Yeah, they had the highway about 3 hours closed.
Anything else?
No? Thanks, Jay.
No problem.
Okay, IT Director Michael King and Health Department Director Matt Shirk is here over the wind records and monitors for the Health Department.
Well, really, the quotes were just for the wind records. The grant was approved to also cover monitors, but since we can't really get a discount on monitors for quantity right now, it's just going to be, we'll get one monitor here, one monitor there, and that'll be covered by that grant.
Okay.
But the main thing is the wind records. We got a quote for $4,995 for that. They've got wind records now. They've been using it for at least 10 years that I know of, if not longer. So this is basically upgrading to a new version. And he's going to import, the quote includes importing the data that we've got existing into the new version, adjusting any of the forms that we need to where we need them to be now, and that kind of thing. He does include support, and he's actually been helping support the current version, even though we're way past the support that we paid for. He actually helped us last week when we had to reinstall it on one of the new machines. And he was actually he was down somewhere in Alabama, he said, or Tennessee on a vacation. He returned one of my emails. So it's like, dude, you're on vacation. You're not even we're not even in support right now, and you're still helping us. So he's a good company. I don't have any other comparable quotes from other vendors because this is a vendor we've been working with for quite some time, and it's kind of a specialty kind of software, so it's kind of a odd duck as far as that goes. But it would be covered by that grant, and it's all paid for as far as that would be gone for. So you know, we can either approve it, or if you want, I can try to get other quotes from another vendor to get something comparable to it.
Okay, this is this an upgrade to the?
Yeah, it's an existing system, like you said, we've had for a long time. We do all our receipts on the program, and also all our food inspections and food service stuff, food permits. So it's an existing system that we've been using for quite some time.
But the problem is the code and the back end of it is so old that it can't be updated anymore. It can't be maintained anymore as far as security updates and all that kind of stuff. So the foundation of it, so to speak, needs to be fixed and repaired so that it can keep moving forward and keep being maintained.
Okay, so this price of $49.95, is that a one-time deal?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we purchased it one time before and been using it for 10 years now, like you said. or
Yeah, at
whatever,
least
so-
10.
So it should last us quite a while.
And if we went with any other vendor, I'm sure we would have some kind of data import fee and other softwares where not necessarily this thing, but other vendors where we've looked at softwares like Xsoft for the assessor and those kind of things. There's always some kind of data import charge where they charge you to import data, and even if it's $1,500 on top of your purchase price, you know, there's nothing like that here.
Yeah, and it wouldn't work the way what you're used to does
No,
either.
there would be a learning curve, but
Yeah.
you can deal with the learning curve if it's a good value or it has improvements. But you're having to pay $1,500 or $2,000 to import data that you've already got when you don't need to, on top of your purchase price. So
Okay, I get it. What's your pleasure on this, guys?
I'll move to accept it.
I'll second it.
Okay, we have a motion by Dale, second by Mark, to accept the software quote of $4,995 from Wind Records for the County Health Department. Any further question? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
3 ayes, James. Okay.
okay, on something this dollar amount, Jane, would you like to have a contract or anything to be signed? Okay, I just want to make sure. So, we'll get it going. Thank you very much.
Okay, thanks, guys. Matt, did you have anything else for the health department?
No, I didn't. I did want to come up and make sure you didn't have any questions or anything else. So everything's running pretty good down there. We're trying to push for vaccinations for school kids right now. We're doing some extra hours and extra clinics to try to get school kids through. So we've had some pretty good response. We continue to do the COVID vaccinations. We're getting some people coming in, the college students and stuff like that, colleges are requiring it, so we're still doing vaccinations on a regular basis and still doing the testing. I have heard, there's rumors now, I haven't heard anything for sure, but they're talking about extending that, the COVID testing and all that grant out another year, so that'd be a nice bonus for us if they do extend that another year. But I haven't got anything yet. The one we're in right now runs through December, so they still got some time. But other than that, we're just working on trying to keep all these grants and stuff straight and get everything good. But the office is running smooth. We did get our floors done and painting done, so cleaned up the office. Everything looks good. You can stop and see it. Looks really good. But that's it.
Yeah, I haven't looked at the state's website on COVID testing and new cases in the last 3 days, but are we seeing any new COVID cases?
We're still seeing a few, and a few variants, but not a lot. So, but we are seeing a few.
Do you know if the Delta variant has arrived in Fayette County or not?
Not that I'm aware of, but I know we talked this morning about a couple of other variants that we've had. We've had like 14 variants so far, but I'd have to look and see which ones they were. So there's so many different variants and stuff out there, but we have had like 14 confirmed. So I'm not sure if it's the Delta or not. So.
Okay. Well, keep pushing those vaccines.
We will. Anybody
You
wants
guys
to?
have anything for Matt?
Yeah, public can go. They can. We're even doing walk-ins still. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we're trying to really push vaccines on those days. So you can walk in anytime, or you can call for an appointment on it at any time. So, all right. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Matt. County surveyors here. Bill, did you have anything for us today? Okay. I don't see any more department heads today. Mail. You guys have anything? Mail? You have anything under old business that we need to take care of? Checking notes here. Okay. Anything under new business? You have anything under new business, Jane, for us? Okay. Patron concerns? Got some very distinguished guests here today. You folks have anything for us?
When is the meeting? Is it a joint meeting about the Dollar General? Is there going to be some kind of meeting?
There was nothing advertised for today about that. Really, we don't have anything. There's no scheduled meeting on that at the present time.
Okay, well, earlier in the paper, or several months ago, there was something about being a meeting in July about that building, which is why I asked.
We may have discussed the possibility of having a meeting in July, but
Nothing was said.
we haven't.
Could you bring us up to date about where we are in the process, or after the review, or I know that presentation?
Well, I'll tell you, Shirley, as I understand it, and I would really want to verify this with somebody at the Treasury Department. As I understand it, we can use ARPA funds to pay for that entire project. That would mean that the the county would not have to accumulate any debt. It would be paid for up front, free money. The problem that I haven't gotten past with the council yet is the issue of staffing. Now, the sheriff's, the community corrections department could staff their half of that thing with no problem, as I understand it. The sheriff's department, the preliminary estimate that I heard was that they would require 15 extra employees. Well, I'm not quite sold on that. So, but the council would have to agree to fund any increase in staffing associated with the sheriff's department. So as I see it right now, that is the sticking point, and we haven't been talking much about it. We'll tell you the truth, we've been busy with a lot of other things, but it's still, you know, as far as I'm concerned, it's a front burner issue, and I certainly do want to get something done as soon as possible.
Well,
What is the, excuse me, Shirley, what is the cost of the staffing, your estimated cost of the extra staffing? You know?
Just a preliminary estimate for 15 employees was something north of $500,000 a year.
Including benefits?
Yes.
What's everything?
it was my understanding that maybe the new building was going to house some of the people from the jail that are currently being taken care of by existing sheriff's department. Maybe I didn't have that. Would any portion of the existing sheriff's department be able to move their supervision from the jail to the community corrections? I mean, why, if we're not housing a lot of new people, why is it that we have to have so many new employees?
That's exactly my question, Shirley. I feel the same way you do about that. I think that I think an estimate of 15 extra employees there is a little bit weighted.
Well, just going back to my history on the council, I think that they, have felt for many years they needed additional employees in the sheriff's department. So, but to all of a sudden, I don't think I ever heard the term or the number 15, but
Yeah.
that seems excessive.
Yeah, that's a little bit. I'm not quite sold on that. But believe you me, we have not dropped this project. I mean, it's but that particular part of it is kind of a sticking point that we really need a plan for before we jump off the cliff, And budget hearings are right around the corner, and I know this is going to be a topic of discussion. But really, I don't think we would have to worry about extra employees before 2023, because if we started right now, we're looking at, I think, 18 to 23 months from start to finish to get a project like that done.
Has there been any request? I mean, has the sheriff's department submitted an estimate for your review, for the council's review?
No, they have not.
I mean, over and above what the normal budget hearings for 2021.
Now, I haven't seen what the sheriff's department's budget request is for 2022, and I don't know if he's including anything in that budget request on this or not.
Do you know what the sheriff's department's response is to doing the project this way?
Could you say that again, Linda? I'm not quite sure I heard
I'm
you.
sorry, Dale, I'm good at clear as mud. Do we know how the sheriff's department feels, what their perspective is on renovating the Dollar General for women's work release, etc.? In other words, to me, that would be an important piece. I'll probably get in trouble for saying this, but the question in my mind is, are they requesting 15 people because they think that will negatively impact the whole project?
No, I don't think that at all. The sheriff is certainly in behind this project. He wants to see it done and completed. But one of his assistants was the one that provided the estimate of.
And they're just guessing right now.
Yeah, new
They don't
employees
know
needed.
for sure what they need.
Yeah.
Do you know, can we verify that those funds, the DARPA funds, can be used? You said something about needing to check with the Treasury Department.
There's a tricky part. I've talked to Jane about this on several occasions. I wish there was a toll-free number we could call and get a pre-approval on any project that we want to spend ARPA funds for, so that we don't get into that situation where down the road they come back and they say, you didn't spend this right, you got to pay the money back. We don't want to get into that position. So as of right now, I'm not aware of a way to get pre-approval on spending projects. So, and I don't know if the final, Jane, do you know if the final guidance has been released yet or not?
I have not seen it.
I have not either.
The bad thing is they can still change the directions on how they're going to do this spending of the money. So you don't know for sure what you're doing.
It's already changed several times, and I get that, because when Congress writes a law, they don't know what's going on out here. They really don't know what we need, and they're sending money out here with certain guidelines, and then they get feedback and they say, they hear, well, your guidelines are just too tight. We need the money, but we don't need it for that. We need it for this. So the guidelines get changed, the rules get changed, and it's been in a constant state of evolution. And believe it or not, Jane just got back from auditors conference here recently, and she could verify, she could tell you that some counties are just sending this money back. They're saying, we can't use it the way you expect us to use it.
When does the money come? I mean, is it definite that it's coming?
Half of it was received in May. Of the 4.46 we were awarded, we got 2.23 of it.
Oh, so you have some of it already?
We just got half of it, and it's sitting in the bank, and none of it's been spent.
Because I would hate to see the Dollar General store go the way of the Kmart building, which when Shirley and Kathleen and I were working on that project, the building could have been rehabbed.
Mm-hmm.
But because of over time, that changed and it had to come down. I would hate to see the same thing with Dollar General.
Well, I agree with you 100% on that, Linda. And
So the sooner the better.
Yeah, I don't want to see that happen either.
Is it possible maybe we could contact some of our elected officials? I guess, it'd be on the federal level, so are we talking about Senator Braun's office, or to ask for, or would they say the same thing?
I don't
We
know.
could ask them for help. You can always ask for help, right?
Yeah, you can always ask. I don't know. I really don't know, Shirley. All of our representatives, our senators and representatives from Indiana voted against it to begin with. I don't know if they how they would respond to questions like that. So, But we do have some projects here that we certainly can use the money for, and we need to do that. And
Yes.
we've got some projects at the current jail, that we already know definitely can be used, like replacement of the air handling system, which is not working nearly as well as it was when it was installed. And we have, we're looking at a water project that might have to be done, which is, certainly in the original guidelines. So, I'd like to tell you things are going to be all going to come together next month, but I can't tell you that. I just don't know.
Are they going ahead with some of the fundamentals that they talked about that they had to start with projects or the architecture? Has any of that been started at all, or is it all laying still doing nothing?
You mean as far as the engineering company?
Yes.
Well, the only thing we would have to do right now is call up the engineering company and have them send us I forget what they call it, basically a contract for services, and that would get the engineering part started right away. But until the commissioners and I'd really hate to do that without the commissioners and the council being on the same page and agreeing that yes, we're going to go ahead with this, and the council will do their part and keeping the promise of funding in the future for whether it be employees or what else. But I feel like really we can pay for that thing with ARPA funds.
Is that an acronym, or would you spell that for me? I'm not.
It's an acronym, ARPA.
ARPA,
Yeah.
ARPA?
Yeah, the American Rescue Plan Act.
Okay, thank you.
That's that $4.48 million that Fayette County was awarded, that we have already received half that amount. We'll receive the other half in May of next year.
Well, I always feel like there are strings attached.
There's always
when the
strings
government
attached.
gives us money, but at the same point in time, if because of the COVID,
The longer you wait, the higher the price is.
That's right.
The more it's going to cost you. So the sooner you can get started, you save dollars by getting a project in process.
Mm-hmm.
It's like building a barn right now, cost you twice as what it would have cost you this time last year. And it's scary.
So the single issue, or the sticking point, as you said, is the staffing piece, and getting the council to agree to appropriate funds for extra staffing, correct?
That's as I see it.
Is there somebody that could look at the staffing, look at this project, say an outside, sometimes when we bring in outside people to look at something and give a definitive idea of how much staffing would actually be needed? Because you can be kind of creative with staffing. It's not my area, but
There probably is a consulting firm that would do something like that. But,
for a fee, of course.
oh yeah, they're not going to do it for nothing. But you know how it is, Shirley. Why pay to have someone come and tell you something you already know?
You already know.
Yeah.
You already know.
How many times have you seen that happen?
we may not know. We may
Well,
not know that it needs 15. Maybe it needs 10 or 5.
yeah.
By being a little bit creative with staff.
Why wouldn't the state tell you what your staffing would be? They tell you what needs staffing at the jail. Number of inmates you're gonna have over there, they would tell you how much staffing you require, correct?
There's minimum standards on everything over there.
Well, we're out of compliance, we've been out of compliance.
We've been out of compliance for years.
But I don't think we'll start out of compliance.
So, that's all I can tell you right now. Dale, Mark, you got any?
We don't know anything either. It's all up in the air.
Yeah, so we, truthfully, we haven't really been pushing here the last few weeks very hard on it, but we've been so busy with a lot of other hot issues and trying to get caught up, so.
Well, I think a lot of the trouble is nobody really knows what's going on for sure.
Well,
You can't tell somebody something
Yeah.
if you don't know what's going on.
No. Do you know when the budget hearings is there a fixed schedule for the budget hearings to
August
start?
10th.
10th?
That's when we'll meet with department heads, yes. So that's the beginning.
August 10? August 10?
yes, August 10th is when they start. That was always Shirley's favorite time of the year, wasn't it, Shirley?
Hard times, not
Yeah.
hard meetings, tough choices.
Mhm. So, that's all I can tell you right now. But I think one of the things that's kind of delayed this, like Mark alluded to, waiting on final guidance on these ARPA funds. And, you know, you sit and you wait. You don't want to start anything until you know for sure. So we're still kind of waiting for the final rules on all this. So why go out and go into debt when you
Right.
when you don't have to?
Except for, like Leota said, the longer we wait, the more it's gonna cost. The worst example I can think of is the highway garage. You know, how long it took us to get that done, and then we ended up for more money, we got less square footage, but
You're absolutely right.
it's a painful lesson that we don't wanna go through again.
Right.
Well, we appreciate the update. Thank you.
Well, I'm trying, Shirley,
I know, and we do appreciate that.
and it doesn't hurt anything for you three to come in here and push us along.
Well, we want you to know that we are supporting you and fully behind the project, and we will do whatever we need to help you.
Well, thank you, Leota. We need more support like you.
Well, I've seen that Dollar General building. I know that I was in your shoes when we bought it, and it's been sitting there. And when I saw all those plans, I thought, oh, finally, something's coming to fruition. And now it's just sitting again. And I know that government needs to have a little push now and again, so we're here to push.
Okay.
And to support.
I think it's in council, we need to.
So if there's something you need, give us a shout, and we'll get some people behind you.
Okay, that's good news. All right. Is there anything else that you'd like to bring to us today?
No, I want to thank you for the job you're doing.
Thank you.
Good to see the highways being fixed and the roads worked on. And I'm sorry, Dale, that they don't have blacktop on yours yet. But
He's got to set an example. He's got to be last.
I love you guys. Thank you. Thank you for taking that position in those jobs, because I've been there and I know it can be fun and it can be real worrisome too. But we're here to support you and not to criticize you.
Well, it's nice to see all of you again.
Thank you. Give us a shout. We'll be here anytime you want us.
Okay. Is there anybody else in today's,
Just if anybody wanted it, that's the exact amount that we received.
okay. Jane just passed me a note to answer Linda's question
Which one?
on how much money we received so far on the ARPA funds. We've actually received $2,243,646.50. That's the down to the penny amount we've received.
Can that money earn interest?
It is, yes.
Yeah.
The treasurer has invested it.
I mean, it's not a lot of money, but
But interest rates are low.
I know, but it's still better than sitting with the other ones.
Yeah. Okay, does anyone else in the audience today have anything under patron concerns? Okay, we'll move on to our claims and payroll, if there's nothing else. And thank you all for coming in. It's good, really good to see you. And don't hesitate to come back and give us a little shove when we need it.
I'll move to approve the claims and payroll.
Second.
Got a motion by Mark, second by Dale to approve claims and payroll. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those are 3 ayes, Jane. I'll start signing and passing it down. How's your crops looking this year, Shirley?
Well, they are up and down, up and down. The rain has been good, but there's been a lot of rain, so you can't, many things are behind.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, we would complain if it were too dry and there were no rain. So I'm just grateful for every drop of rain and hope that it doesn't flood too many things out. The weeds are almost taller than the beans because you can't get out to spray, but
Well, the weeds do well no matter how much rain.
that's right. Somehow they grow in wet and dry conditions, don't they?
Very hard. I know a good crop duster.
As far as the final rule, it says the commenting period ended July 16th. So then they'll, once they do all the comments, they'll have the final one.
Right. I'll give it before we do it.
I'll move to adjourn.
A motion by Mark, second by Dale to adjourn. All in favor? Aye. 3 ayes, Jane. We're adjourned. Thank you all very much.